And anti-ICE protests in Chicago turning violent. Agents had to use tear gas and rubber bullets to control the crowds. Mike Tobin live near a migrant detention center just outside of Chicago. Hi, Mike.
And Dana, bright and early Monday morning, the protesters are here. No major incidents so far this morning. A lot of vulgar language as they shout at the employees going from work. And they're heckling the agents as they arrive here. It was a different scene on Friday when the agents...
There's no way when you look at these things, there's no way that this is organic. Like, we all know this by now. We all know that this is something that is organized, obviously, but it's organized... Obviously, there's money behind it. There is, there's just bad actors here. This isn't like a grassroots kind of like, we hate the establishment kind of thing. The smell of it is just like, if you want to say Soros or whatever. Like this is not a unfunded and unorganized just team of people that are just protesting this spot randomly. All these things serve a purpose. I don't understand it. I never see anyone on the right doing anything like this. People will bring up J6. All right, you guys got one day out of us. And, these are just endless days. Forget about the Floyd riots. But, they have to do something about this. They have to find out, where is this coming from? Where's the money coming from? Where's your organization coming from? I'm pretty sure it's all going to be, it's going to be donations probably through nonprofits and other NGOs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the money's going to be relatively clean by the time it gets to wherever it needs to go. But this is something that it seems like the FBI could probably pay some attention to. Where is this stuff coming from? Because you got to kind of stomp this out, and you have to at least address the issue now that things are more under control, as opposed to 2020 to 2024 when it was just an all-out riot in the street pretty much all day, every day.
Agents had to use tear gas, flashbangs, and some pepper spray to control the situation out here. The numbers vary depending on who is doing the reporting, but ICE says they picked up some 16 people on Friday. That, of course, generated criticism from the Democrat Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, who posted on X, "We're monitoring the ongoing federal deployments that are instilling fear in our communities. Americans have the right to peaceful assembly and to make their voices heard. Even if the Trump administration won't follow the law, we will."
Won't follow the law. They are deporting illegal immigrants, sir. That's the law. If you're not here legally, guess what? You're here illegally, and guess what they can do? They can deport you. So I'm not sure exactly what the hell he's talking about. They are there doing the exact job that they've been hired to do, that we want them to do. I mean, you could just say words like illegally, but that doesn't make any sense because that's what they're there for. They're ICE. They're deporting illegals.
Gregory Bavino, who came here with the influx of Border Patrol agents, responded to Pritzker's criticism.
Perhaps Governor Pritzker would do well to realize the danger that his law enforcement officers are in every day because he chooses illegal aliens over American citizens. He chooses to allow illegal alien gang members by the thousands into Chicago and Illinois. That's the real danger.
Now, protesters promise that they will not let up.
What's happening in the country is terrible. We are in an autocracy. We are in a fascist government.
Who the fuck thinks that this woman, where does she come from? Where did this lady come from? She's like, what is she, like 65, 70 years old? I mean, that's not your normal Antifa lady. So that's a pretty interesting get. I wonder where she came from. I don't know.
Our democracy is drifting away. It's eroding.
Ugh.
Now, the gates at this temporary facility have opened a few times this morning. At one point, we saw a number of agents come out. It seemed that the number of agents matched the number of protesters who were on the ground. There were a couple of agents on the roof with pepper ball guns, and about 4 vans left heading to ICE facilities in neighboring states like Indiana and Wisconsin. But again, no major incidents so far this morning. Dana?
Mike Tobin, thank you.
Yeah, this is going to be a thing. They're going to ramp it up. Like I said, they really just have to, knuckle down and get to the what's going on. Where's the money coming from? Where's it going to? Where the hell that grandma is going to after this? That's what I want to know. Just tail that grandma. Figure out what the hell she's going for. Like, how the hell is she there? Guys, if you're still here, please hit the subscribe button. It does me a lot of good. Small channel trying to grow. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like obviously this is being funded. Obviously this is probably, if it's not Soros, then it's something else like going on. But like for these things to pop up the way they do, and for the protesters to be there and be funded and have a place to stay and live, they're not locals, guys. They're not locals. You know what I'm saying? These are not guys from the south side of Chicago going there and protesting. These are people that were brought there to do that one purpose. They're living somewhere. They're eating somewhere. They're sleeping somewhere. They need a place to put their head. And when you see these people, they don't look like they're not dripping with cash. So they have to be. There has to be something behind who, what, when, where, why, and how they're doing all of these things. Yeah, I think this is gonna start spurring up. This seems to be like it's percolating just before the midterms. Getting the juices, the protesting juices flowing, seeing if they can stir up anything, seeing if they can get a nice. This all comes down to like trying to get like a gotcha moment kind of a thing. Trying to get another Floyd, trying to get another, whatever. Like choose your red herring or what do they call it? When like Pearl Harbor or something like that, like false flag. Choose your false flag. I'm not saying that Pearl Harbor was a false flag, but they probably knew it was coming at a time. But choose your false flag, get it, run with it, and take it all the way to the midterms. That's what they're hoping for right now. Because as far as the momentum is not on their side at all. Everyone knows this, right? The Dems they're a flat tire. They got they're gassed. They're gassed out completely. They don't have a bench. They don't have anybody that they're looking for. I mean, come on, Newsom, terrible record. Crockett, AOC, Bernie, like all these. That's just the same old names. They're tired. They're worn down. People are done with it. So this is the only thing that they can still hang their hat on, right? They still have an apparatus that can do this and do it very well, very effective at disruption, and hopefully getting that headline news moment where they can retake the news cycle and bring it back to their side. That's what I think they're hoping to do with these types of things. That's what I think they're going to try ultimately to do with these type of things. And as most important, as law enforcement agents and as just people in general, just mind your P's and Q's. Don't be baited. If you're caught out there, just try not to be anywhere near these people. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Follow me on the X, 6283 Talk on the X. I am John Soto. Thanks you so much. I'll see you again on the next video. Take care.